Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Everything is Bad New Fangled Motion Picture Show.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to another episode of the Everything is Bad Newfangled Motion Picture Show. I'm your host, Niall.
Ghost host?
Yeah, ghost host.
And I'm Nolan.
And today we're going to be reviewing the second attempt at turning this IP into a movie. It would be The Haunted Mansion. Is it? What's like the actual official name? Is it The Haunted Mansion? Disney's Haunted Mansion?
It's just Haunted Mansion.
Was the last one just Haunted Mansion as well? Do you know?
I don't know if it was The Haunted Mansion or not.
Anyway, we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review like we know. Yeah, it was The Haunted Mansion. So we're going to be doing a spoiler-free review, and then we'll give you a spoiler warning, and we'll go more in-depth into it after that. Although it's a pretty... Like, everything that was like a reveal, I think we called out pretty far out.
Yeah. By the way, if you hear any strange noises in the background, it's a hyperactive kitten.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is. Anyway, so yeah, how to mention based off of the attraction from Disneyland, and I guess the one from Disney World as well.
Yeah, but more specifically the one from Disneyland.
Yeah, because the outside of the mansion itself is definitely that like southern antebellum plantation house.
Yeah.
A mournful meowing from this cat. No, she's reaching under the door. Anyway, so
should we let her in?
No, because she'll mess with the dog and mess
up
up the recording.
But she's quieter when she's in the room with us. Anyway,
so, yeah, this movie's alright. It's better than I was expecting it to be. I don't know if it deserves the 6.3 that it has on IMDb right now.
You think it's a little better than the 6.3?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's quite a 7, but 6.3 feels a little low.
Yeah.
I mean, I really didn't care about the movie going into it. I went because our mom wanted to see it and my stepdaughter wanted to see it, so go see it, I guess. And I was pleasantly surprised.
I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, when we get into the spoilers, there's a lot of stuff was, easy to call. But we're not, expecting some, like, crazy elaborate twisting plot or anything.
Yeah.
The characters were enjoyable. There was a lot of references there if you're a fan of the attraction. That, yeah, you're going to miss if you've never been to Disneyland. I've never ridden the Haunted Mansion ride, but if you have, as many times as we have,
yeah,
you'll find a lot of stuff, little Easter eggs and sight gags in there that you'll recognize.
It's probably been like 8 years since we rode it without the Nightmare Before Christmas overlay.
We tend to go around Christmas time when we go.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, it was pretty good overall. Like, if you're looking for something to take your family to and, have a generally good time,
yeah,
I recommend it.
It's not super deep, obviously.
Yeah, and I know, like, a lot of people are concerned with, Disney stuff has always got to have a message nowadays. There's no messaging in this movie.
Yeah. Like, maybe with the kid, there's like a just be yourself sort of message, or
yeah,
like
but it's not like real heavy.
Yeah.
In there. I mean, you look at the kid, he gets bullied.
Yeah, I mean,
just
look at him.
He's wearing this suit.
He's dressed like a dork.
I mean, he's essentially wearing the same thing as Danny DeVito on the other side of the. If you look at the, if you look at the page on IMDb,
he's got the banner ad up.
Yeah, the banner ad. But yeah, I don't know. There's a whole lot to say. It's a decent movie. The visual effects were overall pretty good. Um,
No one was phoning it in with the acting.
no, they all looked like they were enjoying it actually, and I mean, there's a lot. I'm guessing quite a bit of ad lib from, especially like Tiffany Haddish and Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
On their parts, it just felt like a lot of their lines were the sort of thing that happens when you ad lib.
I will say some of the exposition was a little like heavy-handed. Just because, like, they have to explain all this backstory that happened hundreds of years ago or whatever, and they're doing it through,
Just
this
info
medium,
dumps.
this info dump, So it's like it felt kind of like an anime in that way.
Yeah, it wasn't like the best exposition.
It wasn't
world,
awful. It wasn't like it wasn't as heavy-handed as, like, say, an isekai anime.
Yeah,
That gets really bad. But it was not subtle. It wasn't like, oh, we the audience are getting hints and the plot's unraveling. It's like, I got a sneeze coming. No, it's not gonna get there. Got stage fright. It's like you hit a point in the movie, and the movie's just like, here's the information you need for the next act.
yeah.
So, there's that. I mean, it's not the worst things. I don't think anyone was expecting high art from this movie.
No, but like I said, it's a fun movie. It's enjoyable, and you take your kids to see it, and everyone gets something out of it. So, I don't know. That's pretty much all we have to say about it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Throw up a spoiler warning here. So, let's see. Stuff we were calling. Well, obviously the villain's going to be the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah.
And or the bride.
Right. We knew that going in. We were like, it's definitely going to be Hatbox Ghost or the bride. The bride is a contributing villain, but not the villain.
Right. I mean, on the ride, the only ghosts I ever felt were malevolent were the bride and the Hatbox Ghost.
Yeah. That's kind of how the movie is.
Yeah. It is kind of how the movie is.
They did not show a man hanging himself on the movie. I was like, come on, you cowards.
It's in the ride.
Right. Well, I mean, we assume it's still on the ride. We haven't been on the ride in non-Christmas time in years.
Yeah, well. Who was it we were expecting to be that guy? What was that guy's name?
The mansion owner?
Yeah,
guy?
Gracie.
Gracie, yeah.
Yeah. So
we were expecting to find his body, like the remains of his body, hanging from a rafter at some point in the movie.
Yeah, well, I mean the premise is right that this Gracie guy, his wife died, and he kept having seances to try to contact her, but it became like a nightly event, right? Or weekly?
Weekly, I think.
And well, anyway, and more seances he had, it would open the doorway to more and more ghosts haunting his house until one gets through that's malevolent.
The Hatbox Ghost.
The Hatbox Ghost. In life, a man named Crump, who himself was a murderer and evil person, and he needs 1,000 ghosts or spirits in the house to perform some ritual that would give him like ultimate power or something.
Yeah, or like eternal life or...
Yeah, so and of course, if you know the ride, there's 999 ghosts in the house.
Yeah. I mean, but specifically he's been like luring people in.
Right. By the time Gracie died. He committed suicide after the Hatbox Ghost came in and terrorized him enough to kill himself.
Well, he was also like, oh yeah, but like if you just, or he tricked him by making him think his wife was like, once you die we can be together again.
Yeah, that's what it was. He tricked him, and they were like 930 something at that point, and then between that point and then where the movie starts, there's been like 66 or 60 something, and now they're like at 999.
Well, yeah. So when Madame Leota was like imprisoned in her sphere, at that point there was 933.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And she's like, yeah, so he's got to kill a bunch more people, and then Danny DeVito's character is like a local historian and is like obsessed with hauntings in the New Orleans area. Is like, well, there's been 66 people killed in this house since that date.
Right. And so the Hatbox Ghost, anyone who enters the house, the Hatbox Ghost forces another ghost to haunt them until they come back to the house.
Yeah.
So people get trapped in there, and then eventually gives him the opportunity to kill them or have them kill themselves.
Yeah.
Because they have to be willing.
Well, the last one has to be willing.
The last one has to be willing. Yeah. And that's where we're at, like at the back, as far as the backstory is, and so now these people who have all come together for various reasons are now trying to exorcise the house.
Yeah, and of course, like our main character, his wife died prior to the main events of the movie, so he's all distraught, and the Hatbox Ghost is trying to use that to make him willing to kill himself.
Yeah.
So.
And of course, the good guys win.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fairly cheesy ending, I gotta say.
Yeah, in the graveyard scene.
Yeah, like, we're gonna rally all the other ghosts together by Owen Wilson's speech and use them to fight off the Crump.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cheesy.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cheesy ending to the movie, I gotta say.
Yeah, not not an unsurprising ending though.
No. I was surprised this movie was rated PG-13 though.
There is some I think it's just for scary imagery.
Yeah.
But I think at a PG-13 they could have gotten away with a hanging.
Right. And I mean,
even just like the shadow cast on the wall or something.
Right. I mean, personally, I think that it might have behooved them to see if they could cut it down to make it PG. Because it felt like a PG movie, and it just had to be because of the imagery, right?
Yeah.
There's no swearing in it. There's like no sexual anything in it. So, it's the kind of movie that you would expect to be PG, because like you expect it to be targeted at families with kids, right?
Right. Let's see, what is it? Just tell me what is PG-4. The thematic elements and scary action. Yeah. Just the imagery of these ghosts and stuff. I mean, there is smoking.
Was there?
Oh no, it was lumping alcohol and smoking. Actors drink in the movie.
Oh yeah, they have like a cup of brandy before bed or something. Like no one gets drunk in the movie.
Yeah, the one use of profanity is a character says "damn," but it was like "damn."
Yeah,
like that.
Not like "damn you."
Yeah. So pretty mild.
Yeah, that's why like when watching it felt like a PG movie.
It did.
It felt like that's probably like they were planning it to be PG. It feels like,
and they just didn't fight the MPA hard enough,
I guess. But so the movie's not doing so great in a theater. I gotta wonder why Disney didn't delay this movie, release it closer to Halloween, and further away from what everyone was expecting to be the two biggest movies of the year releasing on the same weekend, or like the one weekend before.
Right.
I mean,
how much of it is... I mean, that's obviously... all that's playing a big part, but I wonder how much of it is people are just... Disney's had a bunch of flops lately, and people just have lost
they've had a bunch of flops because they keep not giving people what they want. Like, people don't want to go see a Disney movie to be lectured to.
Right, but maybe people just don't have any faith in this movie, so they're just not even going to see it.
Which is a shame
also
because
doesn't... I mean...
like, they definitely...
I don't know what kind of TV ad campaign it has.
It's been hardly advertised as far as I can tell.
But the only reason I even know about the movie is because of posters at the theater.
Just backhanded the mic there.
And yeah, the only reason I even know about it is the posters of the theater, and it was like first time I saw it was like a month ago. So I'm like, well, that's pretty soon.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was happening.
Well, I know we knew it was happening.
Did we?
Yeah, but we just kind of weren't thinking about it.
I do wish that they had managed to make the Guillermo del Toro version.
Yeah.
That definitely would have been at least PG-13.
Yeah.
So anyway.
But yeah, go see it because, like, Disney needs to be told, yeah, this movie that, like, doesn't have any sort of, like, deeper messaging or whatever isn't hitting you over the head with some messaging or lesson to learn or whatever is the kind of thing that people want to see.
Especially from a company like Disney.
Yeah. Like, if I want to go see a movie that I have to think about, I'll go see something from A24. Or,
Oh, I saw that A20... The guilds are allowing A24 to commence work again because they agreed to all of their demands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is 2024 going to be the year of A24 because they're the only ones not having huge delays on their movies?
I felt like there were a lot of them this year.
Last year, for sure.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, like,
I guess it was last year.
Because last year was The Norseman, right? Was A24?
Yeah, I think so.
And The Green Knight.
Yeah, there was that one where the woman moved into like that small town and was haunted by these random guys or something.
Yeah, and there was Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of A24 in the last like little while, it seems like. It seems like though, you know, if they think it's even halfway, they'll drop a few million on a movie.
I feel like
they've had more successes than failures.
Yeah. I mean, and part of it is just like they work on low budget. So
yeah, I mean, was the Norseman A24? Am I remembering that right?
I don't know.
Because that felt like kind of a high budget movie for what they normally do.
Yeah. It might not have been.
Man.
Oh, Northman. Norseman.
Let's see. Well, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes it's just easier to find that information on Wikipedia than on IMDb. But interestingly, it did not make back its budget in the box office. Yeah, I'm feeling like that was not.
Yeah, I don't think it was a.
Because I don't
think it was.
According to this, it had a budget of between 70 and 90 million.
What about The Lighthouse? That was A24, right? That was also Robert Eggers.
Yeah. That was A24.
Yeah, so no, The Northman was New
That was only
Regency,
11
Universal,
million.
and Focus.
Okay. Oh, Focus, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because I think A24 movies usually hover in the like sub 15 million range.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so got anything else to say about Haunted Mansion?
No.
Alright, what's our next movie at this point?
Alright.
Because like I was all hyped up for Oppenheimer, then we saw that, and then like the next thing I really care about is Dune.
Yeah, let's see. You don't care about Ninja Turtles?
Not really.
If we feel like it, possibly The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Riff Tracks Live, rad. Equalizer 3. Kind of light for a while.
Yeah.
Expendables 4. The Creator.
Creator looks really good.
Yeah.
Damn, October sucks.
Yeah. Well,
I better go see what's up the doorbell.
yeah. I'll wrap it up here.
Okay.
And then Dune. Maybe we can find some other stuff right in the middle of that. If any of that is of interest to you, then check out our upcoming stuff. What was our last one, Nolan? Well, funny you should ask, Niall. It was Oppenheimer. So until next time.
Hold up. Don't end this. No.
You could have closed the door behind you.
Well, the dog wasn't following me when I went out. Yeah, until next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Toodles.